What is up guys, this is Tiro back with another video on the POCO F5 5G again, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest build of EvolutionX, which is based on Android 14, and this is the 18th November 2023 build, and I'll also link the flashing guide and stuff in the description as usual. You can follow that guide if you don't know how to flash this ROM on your device. And I already know there are a lot of haters out there for this particular ROM. I don't know why they are hating it, why they are saying there are huge amount of bugs and stuff. I don't see any bugs. I'm daily driving it. Here I have my only primary SIM card that I use with this particular device. I'm using banking apps with this ROM. I'm using VoLTE calls and stuff. I'm using almost everything like 5G and stuff, like working perfectly super fine. Even the cellular video calling over here works perfectly fine. I don't know what they are talking about when they are talking about bugs. At least I can say that after daily driving it for a long time. This ROM actually is very consistent with updates. I would say this is one of the most amount of updates you will get if you are trying EvolutionX ROM. And right now this is in a very stable condition even with Android 14, because I have seen some like comments, I have seen some like groups and stuff, they are talking trash about this ROM. I don't know why they are doing it, but yeah. And in the Android version section, we still have the EvolutionX logo. Android version shows as Android 14, of course, 8.0.2 for Marble, and this is an official build again. And the security patch is the latest November 1st, 2023. Here is the stock kernel 5.10 silver core kernel, and the build maintainer is of course Joe, and the build date here is 18th November 2023. Now in the system settings, this is how it looks like. Still, we also get a system updater. So as there is already a new update in the system updater section, I'll show you how can you update your existing ROM. So let me just do that in this particular video. So you just go to Google and just search EvolutionX Marble, and once you do that, if you are on Geo, maybe the EvolutionX's website may not open the direct link to SourceForge. So right now I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so that will work on both ways from the EvolutionX website or even SourceForge. But here, let me show you, you just click on this SourceForge link. And once you zoom it in on the SourceForge link, you will see 14 and 13. Just click on the 14 folder, and here you have to enable the desktop mode. Make sure you do that. 11/20 is the build date, as you can see if you're looking at the last text over here. So this is the one 6 hours ago. So I'll just click over here. After clicking on the problems downloading, you need to be faster. So you just click on the problems downloading and just select any other server. Like this WebWorks doesn't work for me, so I have selected the Razao info, and right now, as you can see, if I go into the download section, it is downloading very fast even over Geo. And right now I'm getting about 23 Mbps of speeds, if you're noticing. So that's a really awesome speed with 5G. And yes, it is downloading over 5G if you're noticing. So yeah, it's downloading really fast. I would say most of the time just select the Phoenix Snap server. That's really fast for India. But right now even this Brazil server is working fine. Yes, you can use the updater, I think so, but I won't suggest that because it's a custom ROM. So don't expect it to work as a stock ROM. Just do it manually, I would say, because with the system updater it may be slow in downloading, so it may not download properly. And I will be providing a TWRP link in the description. Just use that particular recovery because that one supports the Android 14 and 13 both encryption. So this file has been downloaded. Now I'll just move the downloaded file to my download folder, like wherever I put the ROM files while flashing. So in this ADM and A14 folder, I just put it. This is the file, and if you are noticing the last name, this is the 11/20/0442. This is the one I'll be flashing. So right now, let's just go and reboot to recovery, and I'll go to the power menu and go to advanced, then reboot to recovery. So here you have to enter your lock screen pin to decrypt the encrypted data. I have already done that, so I'll just click on right. And as you can see, right now it is on the home screen of TWRP recovery. And this is the specific version what I was talking about. So you do not have to wipe, you do not have to format data or anything to update the ROM. You just go to install. So as of now, I have just sorted by date by just clicking on this date section twice. And as you can see, this is the top file. This is the 11/20/442. This is the file I'll be flashing. So I'll just select that, and I already have the reboot after installation selected, and make sure you have this automatically reflash TWRP after flashing a ROM selected. Otherwise your TWRP will be gone. So right now I'll just swipe to confirm flash and wait for the time being. And this slot A and slot B, this will keep coming, don't worry. And if you're updating your TWRP recovery, make sure you flash your TWRP image on both slots. Sometimes when you flash this and in this update section in the recovery, it may show a red kind of error or some red kind of errors. Don't panic, that's just not a problem. it just shows like that, but right now it's not appearing. That's why I talked about that. But seems like we are at the end of the process mostly. Of course, once the flashing is done, it will reboot automatically. So as you can see, this bar means it's rebooting to the system automatically. And finally, we are noticing the EvolutionX logo. So just wait for the time being. So right there, we have the lock screen. So I'll just unlock the device with the pin. And right after updating, yes, it takes a moment. As you can see, it shows finishing this setup update. As you can see, it has already finished that task. And here, this is the Android version 16 again, which I already showed. But if you're noticing right now, the build date has changed to 20th November 2023. So this is how you update the custom ROMs on POCO A5. If you're on the same ROM, no need to wipe anything, no need to format data or anything, just dirty flash it. And right now, if I go into the system settings and the system updater, as you can see, it shows the check for update section. And in the gestures, we still have the navigation mode and stuff. And if you go into the settings, we have the pill length, pill radius customization. We have the back gesture height and stuff. And we also have the back gesture animation, then the gesture haptic and the normal back gesture height. IME button space, you can actually change that. We have the swipe to invoke assistant. That too should be working perfectly fine if you're noticing. And we have the left edge, right edge customization. I think the Bluetooth headset has been disconnected. So let's just reconnect it. So as you can see, I just turned on the Bluetooth headset and right now it is connected. Let me just go back. We have the 2-button and 3-button navigation. And in the settings of it, we have the hold for assistant options. One-handed mode, you can definitely use it right away. If you turn on one-handed mode, it doesn't work, but after 1 or 2 seconds, it starts working. Right now, it's working perfectly fine. No problems with one-handed mode. Lift to check phone right now is there and you can enable it if you want. I'll just try to show that later on. We have the double tap option. Then the swipe to screenshot is of course there and it is working. There is the share, edit, delete and the Google Lens feature. Also capture mode will appear when it's needed. And the press and hold power button action only shows the power menu and the digital assistant. And we also have the quick torch. You can have it automatically turned off after 1, 2 or 5 or 10 minutes. Now in the previous video, I have showed you a lot of things about the EvolutionX, a lot of customizations about the EvolutionX. There are even more customizations right now, but today I'll be focusing mostly on the Android 14 kind of features. And in the app section, there was this cloned apps, which I didn't show you. In the cloned apps, you can actually add 2 separate accounts on a particular app, like 2 WhatsApp accounts on the same device, and you can use them separately, just like dual apps feature in MIUI. So let's assume I'll add a Telegram app over here. I'll just search. As you can see, Telegram appeared and I'll just click on plus. It shows creating. And once it's done that, here it shows cloned, if you're noticing, and I can delete the cloned app from right here. So right now, if I go into the home screen, and as you can see, this is the new Telegram app. And if I just open it, it's asking me to actually set up the Telegram app. And here, if I open the normal Telegram, yes, as you can see, it's already logged in. So yeah, you can create 2 different accounts or you can log into 2 different accounts with this particular feature. This is just awesome. And if you think you don't need that other account anymore, you can just delete the particular cloned app. It shows Telegram clone. Do you want to delete this app? Okay. So yeah, this is how it shows deleted Telegram clone. So yeah, this is how it works. This is a really nice feature to have, I would say. And one more thing is that in the network settings right now, you will get the VPN kind of things. Your VPN apps will be appearing over here. And once you click on the settings, you can enable this global VPN. So everything will pass through that VPN in your country. If something is blocked, you can use this global VPN with this particular feature. And in the battery settings right now, we are getting the thermal profiles and stuff. That's pretty normal. But also we are getting the sleep mode. So you can turn it on or off from right here. Specifically, like to turn off Wi-Fi, turn off Bluetooth when you enable the sleep mode. We have the battery optimization. Now also we have this fast charging toggle. If you don't want fast charging, you can disable this particular toggle and limit the charging speed to 2000 mAh or like 3000 mAh, whatever you want. Of course, the device supports fast charging. I'll show you in the screenshots. You can notice how fast it charges. So no issues with the 67 watt fast charging that I have faced. If you just enable this toggle, it will be really fast charging. I have seen like 10,000 plus mAh of numbers. That's just insane. And here we have the battery temperature and there is the battery health right there. For my device, it shows 90% battery health, which is, I would say, decent. But the battery life that I'm getting with this particular ROM is just huge. Let's just talk about that. With the Accu battery app I have tested with, I have got about 11 plus hours of screen on time. This is totally estimated numbers, but still I would say 11 hours of screen on time is huge. And if you use the battery saver on Android 14, it will be even more, that's for sure, because I have got even 2 days worth of usage with my usage. Actually, it's not like estimated or something. I've actually got 2 days worth of usage. That was just awesome to see. And the combined use shows as 32 hours for me. The screen off shows as 4 days or more than that, and the screen on about like 11 plus hours. That's just again an insane amount of numbers. In the health section, you will see the battery health actually shows as 93%. Now let's actually clear all the apps from memory and let's start gaming. So in the Evolver settings, there is the game space, and here we have added games, Battlegrounds India and the Call of Duty. I have selected both to performance mode, and you can do any other settings if you want to from right here in the gaming mode. And I don't have any other app in the memory, and in here I have the battery temperature showing up as 35 degrees right now before gaming. So let's start gaming, and I have downloaded the HD resources for the Battlegrounds India and the Call of Duty both. I have selected the smooth and 90 FPS combat and lobby. Well, that's the maximum you can get for BGMI. So here you can notice the FPS right here. It shows 89, 90, 91. So that was with BGMI. I'll just right now play Call of Duty straight up. Right now, the battery temperature has reached about 38.5, and I can feel the device is getting a little bit warm to the touch, but that's totally fine. And again, just a reminder, I have all the like HD pack, and I have changed the frame rate to 120, and right now it is on medium graphics quality. Let's just select very high and ultra. Okay, so very high and ultra is not possible. I think we only have the medium and ultra, and you can see the other settings that I have over here. Let's just start a random TDM. So did the settings get applied? Not really sure. Okay, so as you can see, it's showing 120 FPS over there once it started the game. So Call of Duty pretty much is very efficient, that I have to say. And as you can see, it's constant 120 FPS. So as you can see, pretty much constant 120 FPS I got with this Call of Duty. So yeah, pretty much with gaming, no issues whatsoever in this EvolutionX Android 14 ROM. And here are the Android Geekbench score with a CPU stress test on this particular bit to give you an idea about the overall daily driving performance. My battery temperature, let's just go into it. It's still at 38.5 degrees, so the device does not get heated up at all, and that too even after heavy gaming. In case you are wondering about the basic things, of course SafetyNet and stuff are still passing, no problems with that. With banking apps, there are no issues whatsoever, but some apps like SBI card and stuff, if you use them, make sure you don't have the TDLRP file in your internal storage. Just delete that if you have that, and then you can open your SBI card. That will work perfectly fine. The DRM info shows as L1 here, so you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p. And the IR Blaster also works perfectly here. The Google Photos app does have this pixel can back up unlimited photos and videos, so this is a really nice and handy feature to have. By the way, the recent panel looks like this, and you can go into the split screen mode and stuff just from here, and it is a very smooth experience. As you can see, just switches the apps perfectly smoothly, no issues whatsoever. So yeah, you can use the split screen of Android 14, it works very smoothly. And in the customization settings, in the quick setting panel, let me actually show you, we have this show data usage right now. And if you just enable that, so right here, it shows the data usage, it shows 1.05 GB used on Wi-Fi. So yeah, this actually works. Also in the edit section, there are even more toggles, I think, as of right now. There is the FPS info and stuff. Let me just add a couple of them which I see new, then I'll show you. I have the Wi-Fi and mobile data separately. You can also use the internet toggle if you want. We have the Bluetooth toggle, the flashlight and stuff. Everything is working fine. Auto rotate, the night light, the device controls for the Google Home controls. The battery saver is there, and we have the screen recorder, and we have all these features. Enable HEVC, then the show stop dot, lower quality, all these kind of settings. Of course, you can record the device and microphone audio at the same time with that. We have the data saver right here. You can turn it on from like this. And we have the dark theme, the hotspot, the always on display. You can toggle it for charge as well. And we have the nearby share. FPS info is right now is there. Let me actually show you. This is how it looks like. And if I just scroll, the FPS will go up to 120. Of course, it shows 119. So that's fine. And we also have the volume panel. It can appear with this quick setting toggle. In the refresh rate, you can switch from right here. We have the alarm, then the do not disturb. The sound toggle is there. And if you keep tapping and holding, you can actually go into the volume panel. We have the extra dim and the ambient display, the airplane mode, the QR code scanner. Also, we have the heads up and the screencast. So these are the toggles that I have added. Brightness slider, position and stuff, you can of course customize it. I have changed it to the bottom so that it's easier to access from right here with one single hand. So these kind of features definitely makes this ROM really a handy ROM for daily driving. And talking about the Android 14's lock screen clocks, yes, all the clock styles are still here in case you want to see those. Yes, as you can see, all the animations and stuff with those are working perfectly fine. And Android 14 has one of the most amazing looking clocks of lock screen that I have to see. And with that, if you're noticing, all the clocks and stuff just look super beautiful on Android 14. Now in the display and lock screen settings, you will see there is the lift to check phone normally. And if I just enable that, right now let's just test the lift to check phone. I'll just keep the device like this, and if I lift it up, as you can see, it goes into the lock screen straight up. I haven't pressed the power button. As of right now, this is what you get. Of course, you do get the always show time and info. That's the always on display. I can change the clocks. I have selected this particular clock right now. Okay, so in the always on display, this is how it looks like. And in the lock screen, this is how it looks like. So with always on display, it's very beautiful, I would say. Just notice how cool it looks. Double tap to sleep and the double tap to wake both are working fine, and the fingerprint scanner is working perfectly fine. And of course, there's the pocket mode, the smooth display, the low power refresh rate, everything is there. Then we have the double tap to wake up on plug in the display settings. Per app refresh rate are there, and you can set per app to 60 or 120 Hz. Then we also have the minimum and maximum refresh rate. You can set it to 60 or 120, whatever you want. And we have the normal display size and text settings. You can enable the bold text if you want to. And of course, the night light, you can schedule it, you can change the intensity. We have the live display as well. We have the color calibration. Everything is there. No need to worry about the display settings. In the sound settings, if you just go down, we have the Dirac sound right now. It has this new Dirac kind of logo, and we can choose it to smart scene or the music, video, voice. Then we have the headset type. You can set the headset type to even Bluetooth headsets. That should work. And we have the choose preset option. You do get the bass booster and stuff in case you need those. We have the enable hi-fi option as well. Per app volume control is there. Clear speaker options are there. And we have the charging sound, charging vibration, all these things. And by the way, the volume panel looks like this, and the full volume panel looks like this. And once you're playing music, let me show you in the lock screen how it looks. This is how it looks like. We have this Android 14 kind of seek bar, of course, and playing and pausing does this kind of animation. And you can change the output device from right here to this phone or even to your Bluetooth speaker. Now talking about the home screen, of course, we are not getting the EvolutionX kind of launcher. We have the Pixel launcher by default, and you can disable the suggestions, but there is no option to actually double tap to sleep anywhere in the home screen, but that is there in the status bar. Of course, it works. And as you can see, the fingerprint scanner speed and stuff, everything is working perfectly fine. Let me just show you one more time. Yes, the always on display looks like this, and unlocking is working perfectly fine. No problem so far with that. And to the left of the home screen, we still have the Google's Discover page. It is very smooth, and swiping up will get you to the app drawer. By the way, this work and personal kind of things will appear if you're using cloned apps. So this may appear, but you have to just like delete these cloned apps and just restart your launcher. Then you will be not seeing all this. But yeah, these options are there in case you want to use that. With the Google Dialer settings, if you go into the call recording option right now, you will get to see this play audio tone instead of disclaimer. So in case you enable that, you will only hear a beep once you start recording a call. So this is a really nice feature to have. This is not specifically to the custom ROMs. It can work with any phone. If you just updated Google Dialer, this feature will be added. So you can just enable it and record your calls. The other party will not be able to know if you're recording or not. So this is a really nice feature with the Google Dialer. Because the BCR call recording which is present, I think it's still not working, but yeah, that's fine because the Google Dialer right now has that particular feature. Only thing is that in the security and stuff, if you go into the device settings, we have the quick unlock option right now, and we do not get the face unlock yet, but that will be added in the future updates for sure. Totally fine. I don't even use the face unlock mode. We don't have the app lock yet, and that also will be added, I think, in the future updates. But at least the animations of Android 14 are just awesome to look at. And here also, as you can see, with the battery settings and stuff, with this battery widget, it is working great. The animations of Android 14, it's just awesome. I don't see any bugs at all, and the fingerprint scanner also is working perfectly fine. Yes, sometimes that black screen happens, but I am using a separate wallpaper. Maybe that's why it's doing that, not really sure. And in the wallpaper settings, you have the mirrorless, the camera live, and the AI wallpapers, living universe, all these kind of wallpapers. Let's just go with one mirrorless wallpaper. Let's just set this one maybe. And right now, let's just try to unlock from the always on display. Let's see if it does that black screen. I'll use double tap to sleep and unlock. So yeah, right now, I think it's not doing that black screen. So that is fine, I guess. And the fingerprint scanner, it's really fast. No problems whatsoever that I have faced. Now also talking about the camera, of course, we are getting the Leica camera version 5. It still has amazing amount of features. It has the video settings and stuff where you can record 4K and 60 FPS videos without any issues. There is a 0.6x and the 1x and the 2x option, all these things. Then the documents mode is there, and we have the pro mode videos as well. We have the portrait mode, and in the portrait mode, the front camera and stuff, everything is working fine. No need to worry about the front camera working or not. I'll show you some amount of samples. And here, if you just swipe up, you will get the panorama, vlog, short film, and the slow motion, time lapse, sticker avatars, and all these other features. And with this director mode, just notice how many options are there. We have this audio zoom, the settings, aspect ratio, etc. changing option. It shows the phone's battery. So that's just nice to see. So definitely the EvolutionX Android 14 version is still, in my opinion, one of the best ROMs that I have seen for this particular device. And the reason is it has huge customization, it has amazing stability, very consistent updates. Everything is just super good with this particular ROM, and I don't see any bugs. Let me know down there what bugs you are facing, and I'm not facing any bugs as I just showed you. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and please share this video with your friends if you want them to know about the best ROM on the POCO F5 and how is it running with Android 14. And please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KTNTECH signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.